How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Friday's video. Thing about Friday's video, it is not going to be me for the next month or so. Every Friday we'll be featuring a new video response from the theme team tournament bracket videos that I decide to make. I got 8 video responses to this one after, sitting down and reviewing all of them last night. I thought that this one was a prime example of the things that I want to see in the theme team tournament in terms of you thinking about your team, not necessarily worrying too much about synergy, but more about applying Pokemon to your general theme. And it worked out pretty damn well for both of these guys. So, just kind of want to jump into a little things. I'll probably be streaming, maybe once or twice this weekend. Keep your sub boxes peeled for that. But for today's video, I will be leaving you with a video narrated by PromiscuosFrog, who is using a Star Wars theme team, versus a RobotnikIsSexy, who is using a Megaman Robot Masters theme team. I enjoyed both of these themes a lot, and I hope you guys did too. If you did, and you would still like to enter this tournament, I am still taking late signups up until Sunday night, and after that, that's it. So, if you still want to sign up, I'll leave the video in which you can sign up. Anyways, I've been rambling a little bit too much, so you guys enjoy the game.
The following footage was recorded with the use of a potato. Hey guys, this is PromiscuosFrog here with another narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be the first round of Elo's theme team tournament. And yeah, my opponent is RobotnikIsSexy, and he is running a Mega Man theme team. I'm running a Star Wars theme team, and yeah, this is my third or fourth take of this because I didn't notice that the mic on my headset was not down. So yeah, I'm just a smart person like that. Anyways, he's gonna lead off with Fortress. I see Fortress in the lead spot. Just gonna lead off with my Death Star, which is the perfect name for Magnezone, and Magnezone I think is pretty much the perfect poke to be named the Death Star on this Star Wars theme team because it will take ships, it will take anything that's metal, and it just sucks it in and destroys its soul. And that's exactly what happens to this Fortress right here. And I was kind of actually hoping he would have the Earthquake, which he does, because I really don't need Magnezone. He doesn't have a single good matchup besides this Fortress on his team. So once I take out this Fortress, it's pretty much useless. Hidden Power Fire. Knew it wasn't going to kill Sturdy. And doesn't even bring it down to Sturdy, however, which isn't really surprising because unstabbed, Hidden Power from a timid Magnezone. I mean, yeah. Not too surprising. Anyways, he's going to go into Rotom. I'm just going to stay in because, like I said, Magnezone is essentially useless now that Fortress is gone, and also I want to see what he locks himself into. Doesn't go for Volt Switch, which personally is what I would have done because it wouldn't have left you locked into Overheat at -2 special attack, so I can go into whatever the fuck I want. But I'm just going to go into X-Wing because he does. And I'm going to go for the Psy-Shock because there's a P at the beginning. And also because I know he's probably going to end up switching into Regice, because that is really his only poke on this team with good spec D. And then I figured Psy-Shock being stab and all, and then hitting the physical defense would do more than Hidden Power Fire, despite the fact that I do have Hidden Power Fire. And I was waiting for a long time, should I go into Luke Skywalker, or should I not go into Luke Skywalker? Because, he's probably going to Ice Beam, but again, he get T-Wave. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, he's going to Ice Beam, and then T-Waves. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to stay in, because I know, now that he's T-Waved me, the worst he could do is, Hidden Power Ground or Fire or some obscure shit like that. And I can take that pretty easily, just fire back with a close combat, and that'll just easily kill him. But more likely than not, he's going to just switch out, and then anything on his team is going to get hit with a stab close combat, which I do not mind at all, because even on Scalade, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. Unfortunately, since I am paralyzed, I'm not going to be able to stay in, because Extreme Speed is going to be slightly less powerful than resisted close combat. And then, that's just not going to work out, because he's going to live with a smidgen, and then he's going to KO me with a Drain Punch to get much health back. But I go into Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan Kenobi is a ghost, and so yeah. And I'm going to take that Drain Punch because it doesn't affect me, and I see Drain Punch, so I'm expecting, bulk up, which means probably he might, well, there's a good chance he'll have the sub, so I don't want him to sub my Will-O-Wisp, so I'm just going to go for the Nightshade, direct potential sub. Goes into Fireman, I go into Crocodile, protecting Trick, or Volt Switch, I'm an idiot, my Crocodile dies, and now we're all caught up. So I'm just going to go for the Psy-Shock again, because now that that Fortress is out of the way and I got a free switch in, X-Wing is pretty much ready to 2-hit KO all the things. Everything. So I go for another Psy-Shock on this Regice, just to take it out. And everything's looking good for me right now. He really has nothing to take on Latios. He just has some things that can take it, but they're not going to be able to take two. They're not going to be able to take it well. And, yeah, so I'm just going to stay in with X-Wing and Psyshock as long as... Sorry, Psyshock as long as I can, because that's how it's pronounced, because there's a fucking P. And, yeah, he's going to hit me with a Shadow Sneak. I'm going to hit him with a Psyshock. And that's going to take him out easily, because I'm Specs, you know, from that range. Going to hit this Electros with a Psyshock, and because I know the worst thing he can do to me is Crunch, which will take me out. However, I do have other stuff for the rest of his team, so I'm really not too worried about Latios at this point in time. He's going to go for the Dragon Tail. Crit did matter, definitely, because the Gallade Shadow Sneak, after being super effective at Unstab, did the same thing as has the same base power, at least, as Electros' Unstab super effective 40 base power move. And Gallade just has higher attack than Gallade. Gallade just has higher attack than Electros in general, so it would have been less than the Shadow Sneak, and I was at more than half health, so yeah, I think you get it. But Crit actually doesn't really come into play, because it's going to be a free switch into my Geonosian. I'm just going to take it out with a Bug Buzz, because I know there's no way that thing can be faster than me, even though I am modest, not timid, just because Electros is slow as balls. So, because I'm modest, not timid, I know that if this thing is Scarfed and timid, then he's going to be able to outspeed me and hit me with a Vault Switch, so I'm just going to protect real quick. He might be Specs. I'm kind of, like, considering the fact that he might be just because he O-coded my Krookodile. But then again, Krookodile only has base 70 defenses and base 95 HP, so, you know, not that impressive. And either way, you know, I have nothing to lose from going for Protect. So I'm just going to kill off the Rotom H with an Ancient Power, because Ancient Power is the best move to run in, Mega's last move slot. Well, either that or Hidden Power Rocks, it's up to you. But then I'm just going to easily take out his Conkeldurr with an Air Slash. You could have Mach Punch, but it would have done shit to me anyway, so, you know, there's really nothing you can do at that point anyways. And, yeah, that is my team for Elo's Theme Team Tournament. You know, this one isn't necessarily the greatest game, but I did get to use all of my guys and kind of showcase what they do. This team is really, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty damn competitive team, if I do say so myself. I did spend quite a while making it, because I figured, you know, I'm going to stay true to the theme. I really want to do that, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and because I have respect for, you know, the wishes of Elo, and I know he really wants, you know, this to be a fun tournament and stuff. But at the same time, I want to make it a good team. I just don't want to, like, you know, whip up, like, you know, the first 6 things I think of, because, well, I'm going to lose. And it's a tournament with a cash prize. So, yeah, I mean, I might make some substitutions at some point, but to be honest, I probably won't, just because I feel the team is solid already. And, yeah, so, good game, Robotnik, and, rate, comment, sub, and I will see you later, guys.